So check this out, y'all. Check this clip out.
So when you say he smacked
He
you,
smacked me with an open hand.
do you know which hand he used?
Right hand, right side of my
Do you know
face.
which part of your face got hit?
The right side of my face.
And then what happened?
And then he Can I have a second? Can I have a second?
Yes, you can.
All right. When I went up to push his hand, like block him, block him, he took his arm and he like came around my neck with the crook of his elbow around my neck, and he began to choke me, pressure on my neck with his elbow.
When you were asked questions about what happened on December 2nd, you lied.
It did not change what happened on December 2nd. It did not change what happened on December 2nd. He choked and slapped me.
Ms. Adams, I'm going to try my question again. Because you didn't think it was important. When you asked the questions of Dedham Police Officer Ellis on December 16th, you lied.
I did not lie.
All right, now y'all seen how ridiculous that looked? That was me once upon a time. This actually happened to me. A few years back, I was dating a girl. My last relationship. I haven't been in no relationships since this one because that shit traumatizes you. When a woman takes you to court with no evidence. Mind you, that woman had no evidence. And she lied in court. Tried to manipulate some story to get this man's resources because she is jealous of what else he has going on in his life. That doesn't include her, right? That's a lot of the reason. It's because these women be in competition with the men that they like, right? Which is backwards. It doesn't make sense. No woman should be in competition with a man. No man should be in competition with a woman. It goes both ways, right? I agree with that, right? But this same shit happened to me. And I know exactly how it feels. And I know when a woman is lying. I can see fake tears. I know when a woman is not really emotionally tied in with something, right? When they be on that victim mentality shit, I see right through it. And that's what makes me not really believe none of y'all anymore, because when it's time for things like that, when it's actually serious, to cry or to be emotionally distraught or whatnot, you guys are pretending. And that's scary. That's scary for the man, because now we're scared of y'all. We don't know what to expect, because y'all are already unpredictable as is, because your nature as a woman, you're more emotional, so you guys are naturally more unpredictable. So that a lot of times dudes be on edge, don't even be knowing how to respond to y'all. They be in reaction mode, and that's not good either. So I'm trying to break this down for y'all in the best way, where you get something out of this video, right? As a man and as a woman, if you've ever done that before, I hope you learn from that. But if you haven't done that, I hope you never do that to anybody. Woo, you will not get nothing good out of that. The woman that did that to me, she hasn't gained any success from that point moving forward. She lost the case, for one. She couldn't even beat the case because there was no evidence in the courtroom, just like that video that I showed you. The lady had no evidence against Stefan. And it's just crazy how they think they're going to gain something from that. But God, I mean, if you believe in anything above higher power or a higher power, like, yo, God is not going to reciprocate anything good out of that. You're only going to receive negative shit from that, because you tried to lie on somebody that is doing something good for you. Ultimately, he didn't take away from you, he didn't abuse you or anything like that. He didn't steal anything from you. But what you trying to do? You trying to take and steal from him. You financially abusing this man. That's called financial abuse. Y'all call it emotional abuse. That's financial abuse. How about that? They need to have something in the courtroom where a man can charge the lady based on her trying to charge him for some sort of fake abuse. They need to be able to reciprocate that and flip that around to where now you're financially abusing that man, and he should be able to receive whatever you wanted from that man in return. That should be the way it should be, because that's only fair. I know life ain't fair, but shit, if you're gonna go in a courtroom, that shit dealing with people's lives. That shit dealing with people's lives, yo. That ain't no joke. And I'm just sick of black men taking this shit honestly too and putting themselves through this shit. Like, y'all could prevent a lot of this shit too from just not putting yourselves in these situations. Me speaking to myself as well in this video. I'm not perfect. I've done dumb shit with women and made, some hasty decisions where I could have probably waited and courted them out a little bit more before I started to take them serious, right? That's what I'm talking about. But as a man, you have to take a step back, look at the big picture, and see really, like, where could you have done better? Where could you have resolved those issues in your own life? Not someone else's life, but your own. A lot of times, you don't have them. A lot of times, you don't have a lot of them, I'm going to say. You may have some problems. Everyone does. We all have problems. But when you think about it, before you got in that relationship, you had very few problems. How is that? Why is that? Does the woman make the problems grow? No. Women come into relationships already with burden and problems, right? So they don't naturally know this because they're emotionally tied into themselves. So they sit in their problems. They don't even realize their problems are problems. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing with women. They're not really that socially aware as you think they are. If they were, trust me, things would not be the way they are right now. They wouldn't be sitting here fighting against men, trying to be called independent and live this concept of life that basically is egalitarianism. Everything is designed and built around a woman now. When really the truth of the reality is men create the structure of this physical world really to even exist. That's the bigger reality. But no one wants to speak on that. Nobody wants to swallow that pill. Everybody wants to see about what's on the outside that glitz and glams, the things that are shiny and look like gold, right? Everybody's concerned about what is attractive and not necessarily about what's valuable and has quality to it, right? Everybody's thinking about the short term and not the long term. That's the problem. You guys are too tied into this physical dimension. You're not thinking with your minds. You're not protecting your purpose enough. You guys just sold your souls. So many of y'all sold out and think that you're okay. Think that you're doing good. You're not even trying. You're not even trying to live life to the fullest. You're living in a scarcity mindset where you always think somebody is trying to take from you. You don't know how to just be open with yourself. Love yourself. Be unapologetic with yourself. Quit worrying about what someone else's outcome or perspective is of what you got going on. Just be yourself. It's literally that. A lot of people can't do that though because they don't technically know themselves, or they're not content with themselves. Once you relax your body and your mind enough and you become content enough, you realize who you really are, and you start to peel away the layers of all the chaos and anxiety that was built around you becoming who you were. Because in the process of becoming who you are, there will be problems, there will be drama, there will be chaos, there will be ups and downs. But you got to be able to identify with what makes you stronger, not what you just go through. Right? Thinking about it like that instead of looking at everything as a crash out. Like, it's all good to go through shit. We all go through shit, but you got to do better. That's the whole point. You got to make better decisions, and you have to continue to do better. If you do that every single day, you will become a better version of yourself. But you have to be consistent, you have to be persistent, and you have to be precise when it comes to what it is you're doing, the intent behind it, why you're doing it, the deeper reasonings. We can't be so surface level anymore, y'all. This is 2026, and we're adults, and we're behind when it comes to this whole humanity thing, man. We don't care enough. We stopped caring a long time ago about our real like purpose here. And it's time to wake the fuck up. I'm tired of this shit, y'all. I am so tired of this shit. You can hear it in my voice. I can't even get mad anymore. I'm just tired of this shit. Let's do better 2026 moving forward. I'm ready to see some changes in y'all, man. Like, I've been doing the work on me, but I am really, really, like, looking forward to seeing the changes in y'all, man. So many of you guys are the same. You guys act the same. You guys are turning into bots. Like I said, you guys are selling yourselves more and more, and it's sad. It's sad, y'all. Let's get better. Let's do better. Let's clean it up. Let's do that. 2026. Let's go.